This chapter is about the self-surrender. Everybody think, imagine, this body is I am. But actually, it's not true. That before that body, before the world which you see, perceive, there is supreme power which called Parabrahma. That is the reality, and everybody is that He. But due to misunderstanding, people imagine I am this body. That I never exists. Only the self. But the identity of the body, that body is a bunch of elements, food product, but the power within that Chaitanya, within that body, that is the reality. So we must know this. We must understand this. Whatever I see, perceive, in my body or this world, that's called Prakriti. Astada Prakriti means 5 elements and 3 qualities. That's called this eighth Astada. But from where it came? Why I confuse, why I feel this body is I am or the world is true? To understand that, we must have the knowledge of reality. But that knowledge, it is not an ordinary knowledge. You won't get it in university. You may read something in the book that is also not appropriate descriptions, because the self, Parabrahman, Paramatman cannot describe. Word cannot reach there. So that He is only exist. But we experience it the 3 ways: this existence, consciousness, and bliss. Satchidananda. If we have the realization of this, that is the real self-surrender. We have to give up what is illusion. Whatever illusory, we have to give up that. But by understanding. It's not necessary to throw anything or go away from it. It is not possible also. If you are sitting here, the space around you and within you, you start to walk further, space around you and within you. It is always within you and with you. Same way that Parabrahman with you. You cannot, actually you are that. You cannot separate it. But you see, perceive the objective things in this world. For example, your body and what worldly objective things, you feel it is true. But if you have the realized master in your life, he can show you, he can take you to your real state. So we must have the knowledge of our body and the world and the self. Then only we can detach from that, whatever we see, perceive, we can detach from that and we realize self within us. See this, the example Ramdas Swami given in this chapter. You have so many books. You go in the school or university, you get the knowledge from the books. What is in that book? You say knowledge, but what is that? There is a words or sentence. That words, the sentence come from the words. Words come from the letters. Letters come from the one single point, which when you write, you say full stop, just dot. Then there is a line. Then there is a form, shape of the letters, and the letters come together, become words. Then there is a sentence. Then there is a knowledge. You get the meaning of that. When you get the meaning of that words not necessary to you. You leave the words. You take only meaning. You grasp only meaning. Then you get the meaning. You can act like that or you can understand that. Same way, what you see, perceive, that is not true. From where it comes, you go to that point, you can realize this is nothing separate from you. Your reality, that from that everything came. That is before that 5 elements or before this world or whatever powers in this world also, before that it is there. So you must know this. Even though you transition with this world, you deal with this world 2 ways. By that literature, later, words, sentences, and your speech. The speech, from where it comes. Speech also, you deliver the words like you are writing, you are speaking here. Then once you got the knowledge of that words, you hear that words, the words you leave, only you take the meaning. So that words comes from the 4 types of that, we say, para, pasyanti, madhyama, vaikari. Where the para means that is the pure consciousness. You experience your mind. You are not experiencing your pure consciousness. That is always silent. You cannot see the self or Paramatma, Parabrahman. It is there is no quality, no form, shape. We say Nirakara, Nirguna is always attributeless. So, same way, the words or your literature, whatever comes from where? From the pure consciousness. The pure consciousness is a part of that self, or you say Paramatman or Parabrahman. That whatever the movements or whatever the knowledge come from that pure consciousness, that's called Mool Maya. But it is actually, that is also basic illusion. That is also basic illusion. That came forward and is, we see as a world, whole world, we see the number of jivas, lives, that all the bodies of the animals or people or things, what objects, you can see that. But the reality is no shape, no form, but is there, always there. That you are. So that I would exist. The remain the self within you, and that is not one. That is you feel that you are separate and that everything is separate. No, that is only one. It is not as a 1, 2, 3 like that. It is only one. Oneness. You can say oneness. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. The self within everybody is only one. The Paramatma, Parabrahman, the self is part of that. And that is only one. Names are given to understand. Otherwise there is no use of that name, because that is also words. Meaning is very important. Even master gives the Guru mantra, the words. But if you have got the realization of that, because the Guru mantra's meaning is I am that, you get the realization I am that. It's not necessary to say I am that, or not necessary to meditate, or not necessary to chant the Guru mantra. You become that. Like that you should take this knowledge. Whatever these things are, only for understanding, but when everything goes, that means when illusion goes, knowledge comes. When the knowledge dissolves, there remain only pure consciousness. Means then that also goes, become that just be. There is no duality. That is a real self-surrender, becoming that He. So for that you must have the knowledge of this Maya, illusion. You must have the knowledge of your body, and you must have the knowledge of the supreme power in this world. And then only you become that He. Then your body, you can give up any time. All your cravings, desires, ego dissolve, and you become Sachidananda. Existence, consciousness, bliss. And you remain as it is in that bliss. And you experience the liberation. Even though that is also not necessary, that experience also dissolved. There is no experiencer or experience. Remain only that supreme power, that He. And you are that. Raja Adira Sadguru Shree Sadguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Raja Adira Sadguru Shree Bahusware